Hello, everybody. Welcome. So, what a crazy day. So welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here. I'm Little Redhead, and today I'm Little Redhead the Spacey. I had seen that there was downtime during my stream, and I thought, okay, I should check on that. And I kept looking for the information because I couldn't remember what it was, and then I kept seeing that it's on Tuesday, and I'm like, well, today's Friday, so I can't find the information about this Friday downtime. What's going on? And then it occurred to me that no, today is Tuesday. Tuesday is the information I'm looking for. So, yeah. So there's going to be downtime today for the 64-bit servers, which is where we are on Meriadoc here. And that's going to happen in about a little over an hour. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and jump in and we'll get some stream going now. And then depending on how long the downtime is, maybe I'll be back. Maybe before will be on after me, after the downtime, or who knows. Anyway, so I'm going to stream until the downtime comes. And then we will swap-a-roo and figure out what we're doing. So what my plan was for today is we have the last day of the Spring Festival. Spring Festival got extended. And this is the last full day of the Spring Festival. So I already jumped in and I spoke with Sergeant Tom over here. So I've got my hey, go do 10 things going. I talked to the go collect flowers guy over in Bree. So I've got that going. That goes for an hour. And then the reason I jumped on already, and thanks to the Hobbits, praised the Hobbits, I don't know, thank Hobbit, it sounds a little religious there, that I was kind of taking a nap, and then I woke up, and they're like, hey, we're doing a Tier 1 Red Maid, anybody want to join? I was like, oh, I'd love to join, it'll be before my stream, and then we did that. So that's why I'm already on, and I already have one thing done. You probably can't see that, but I have participated in one Spring Festival activity. And then I realized the downtime is today. I was like, oh, well, why don't I go ahead and stream now? So for all of you coming in an hour from now, I apologize. You'll miss a bunch of it. Well, you'll catch the downtime. So there you go. Also rearranged things a little bit. The cats kept coming and taking my seat every time I was getting up because they want to be so close to me, they want me to sit on them. So I have swapped out and I have the couch here now. So things are a little wackier than different and such. So, and then of course, now none of the cats are around during the stream, but they'll come around. If not today, they'll be here definitely next time. Yes. So B4 just transferred his characters over from Laurelin to Meriadoc, like just before the stream started. And yes, so he is working on the idea of deleting the one and then and then renaming his other, or whether he's going to do that and checking his bags. And he's doing a little bit of tidying there at the moment. So, yes, Subscriber Town Services does indeed have 15 months and 9 days to go, which is fantastic. So you'll talk to Wenda in about 17 years. I'll be curious, because I did end up, I think I switched mine out. Actually, you know what I'm just thinking is that might last, but are my, you know what I don't have is the 14-day buffs that you get out of the jug. That's not there, which means my stuff has been getting damaged. Okay, so there's a good reason to talk to Wenda. I'm gonna go talk to Wenda. And then, yeah, okay. You just chugged a bottle from her. Okay, so I still have to remember to continue to talk to Wenda every 2 weeks to get the bottle so I can get my buffs. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that'll be important to do that. So we're probably going to jump in with a handful of hobbits here in a minute and do a Tier 2 Red Maid. We're not all assembled yet. So we have, I think, 2 more. One is B4 and then maybe one other hobbit who may be joining us. So we're not assembled yet to do a 6-person Tier 2 Red Maid. Now, Honey, let me know if you would need to do a tier 1 just to kind of remember how to do it. But, I mean, a tier 2 is still pretty easy. So, in my opinion. Once we've got the rhythm of it, and the rest of us have been doing it, so we've got the rhythm of it. So, oh, Brando could use tier 1 also. Okay, cool beans. Then we will wait. And once B4 is ready, and maybe if we could run a tier 1 once B4 is ready. Yes, I see that. Thank you, Demalza, for being in the stream. We can coordinate. So my plans today for the stream were do a little festival, do a little dance, do a little festival, get down tonight. Get down tonight. No, do a little festival, do a little house decorating, because oh my gosh, have so much house decorating to do. And then I got the new Coffer do bobble. So let me go to the store and show y'all what I'm talking about. There is a new Coffer. Oh yes, the world will be shutting down 1 hour. So we have 1 hour for the stream right now, y'all. Wait a minute, why isn't it not Coffer? Is it called something about sand? Why can't I find it? Now, I did redeem, maybe I can't show it because I have it. Because I looked at it the other day, but I think I hadn't gotten it yet. So that could be, okay. So SSG was very kind and gave me a copy, or gave me the new Coffer. So I wanted to show that to you all on stream so you could see what all goodies you get. And that way you can kind of decide, for yourself what makes the most sense for you from a purchasing and value perspective. So I wanted to show you that. So I might get started on that real quick. Yes, New Shire Entertainment. This old took house. That's me. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious. I could like maybe call it that for when I'm doing house decorating. That would be really funny. So yes, is that so you could get added to the thing? Well, actually, Brando is the head. Hang on, maybe I can type here. Okay, there we go. I have set in the information. Okay, so what I got, so I have the largest of the coffers. So there's like a small, medium, large, and I have the large. And you know what? I had the web page open intentionally just for this today. And then what do you know? But I'll bet you before it's going to get faster than me. But here is... Okay, that is it. That's the Coffer of the Sands. Okay, so that's why it's not showing up in the store for sure, because I already have it. And the Coffer of the Sands, you get, if you have the large one, which is the Luxuriant, that gives you 500 mithril coins. If you get the middle one, you get 250, and if you get the small one, the Simple Coffer, you get 100 mithril. With the medium, you also get 2,500 virtue, and with the Luxuriant, the large one, you get 15,000 virtue experience. So, and that VP experience, or virtue experience and mithril only get once. And so that would be this box here. Wait, no. One of these boxes is just, yeah, this one here is the mithril coins and virtue XP. And that is, again, I'm just going to get that on one character. And it's going to be the first character that, well, it's going to be the character I'm logged in on when I purchase the Coffer. And so when I got the Coffer, it went to this character because that's who I was logged in on. The rest of the stuff is what's going to be in the Luxuriant box. Okay, so let me check. Do we want to wait and see if Lottie is about? Is she around? Or, yeah, I guess. Oh, Izzy. Well, I'm good with, yeah. I say start it up whenever, if you can get her, grab her. Is she in the group? She's not in the group yet. Hey, there's an Affidilio. Hello. I shall wave at you and welcome you. Yay! Welcome to Meriadoc. Okay. Okay, so we might wait a couple minutes because there's another person that we want to get into the group if we can. So while we're waiting then, I'm fine with that. Let me open up this coffer. So, kaboom. So it gave me these goodies. So let me kind of walk you through quickly. And then Druid's Fire did like a nice 20-minute stream where she went through every single thing and told you what tier it was and everything. So that's fantastic. So if I miss something here or I don't show something or you want more information, definitely check over on her little stream where she went over this. But basically, the simple coffer, you get a title of the Sands. The medium enhanced coffer, you get of the Sands and student of Hamat. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And with the luxuriant, you get those first two, and the beauty and the terror. All of which I'm like not really sure if I want to use those titles. But they're more titles, so more fun with that. Of the Sands might be kind of fun. I don't know. That might be cool for like my river hobbit. I might give her that title. That might be kind of cool. So the other thing we get, let's see, the simple coffer gives you the 100 mithril, the title of the Sands, and the simple cosmetic coffer of the Sands. And I am not real big on the armor looking outfits for my hobbits. And so it is likely I will not use many of these outfits. But basically, let's see, the simple cosmetics, you get a cloak, a hooded cloak, a spear, and a tome of the Terror of the Sun. Oh, you get, how far is it? You get this funny little bird. Let me see if I can show you real quick. So this guy is in the first set. Let me, oh, I thought he would show up there. What's it called again? Terror. You get this guy. So he's as big as a hobbit. He's going to eat your hat. Om nom, Affadil hat. Sorry. And then I just woke up, y'all. Oh, new server names have been announced. Sting and Grand. Sting for the US and Grand for the EU. Interesting. Oh no, before I forgot to write down the names of his shared storage tabs. Well, I'm sure you have screenshots or streams where you've talked about this. I bet you could pull up a stream and see your stuff for the future. Oh, you had Prime bags anyway. That's funny. Okay, so you get this funky bird. Oopsie, for the first tier, and then what else have we got? You get, let's see, cloak, hooded cloak, spear, tome of the terrors, weapon aura of the Sands in the middle tier, which is probably in the cosmetics bucket. So let's go ahead and open that. Yeah, so you get this weapon aura of the Sands, and things sparkle red. It has a very red aura about it. And then the biggest tier, you get all those things plus some shoulder guards, a robe. Let's see, let's take a look. Okay, so if you get the biggest tier, you get all of this stuff. So let's take a look at what she would look like with all this scary stuff on. Oops, that's not an outfit. There we go. Whoops, I'm missing. Oh, I missed the, there we go. So, I mean, it is actually kind of pretty. I like the little sash around the waist, and it has this like kind of nice drape to the cloth on it. But it is a bit too armory, perhaps, for my characters, and that spear is like, wow, like, right? That is intense. It's got a little snake curled around it, so that's kind of fun. Very pointy, gonna poke somebody's eye out with all this. But that's, and the hooded cloak is nice. It's got a nice little drape in the front. Although a lot of the hooded cloaks are like that now, so that's nice. So that's the outfit pieces. So if you are like into running around in the sands in the desert and you want to look that style, I think this coffer actually really works good for that. But usually I'm very, you know, summery and springy. Now the other things you get, oh, this is what makes me excited. Okay, what tier is this one on? This is the big tier you have to get this one. It's a bauble, and it's tea. So let me place this out. I need to put this on my bar, actually. We need this where I can get to it. So now there's a little tea set sitting there, and let me see if I can get a good look at it. Oh, hey bird, you gotta go, honey. You gotta go. Okay. So here we have this really cool, beautiful looking tea set. And then it's one of the interactable things. You click on it, and now you are sitting there and drinking tea. And Affadil, you can come and join in. So you should be able to come and sit and also try the tea thing when you have a second. Yeah, so you click on it. I don't know how many people can, actually. Does it have a max? Minimum level 5, but I don't know what the max number of people are that can interact with it. But I'm thinking this will be a great idea for like an event. We could all sit around and drink tea. And I just realized my girl's hat is kind of like really in her face. I may have to switch out to like some flowers or something. So, oh, Kiss Chaos says, I've been playing for a couple months again after 4 or 5 years off, and this stream just reminded me that I haven't been using my VIP quest perks. Oh, yeah, see, they're really worth it. I'm currently in mourning for the gold and travel time to utilities I've lost. Oh, right? Yeah, I was just like, oh, man, I should repair my stuff. I think I just did it a minute ago, though, right? Yeah, I did repair, but I had a bit to repair. Oopsie. So, all right, cool. So, okay, we got one person relogging, and then we probably are good to go. So, yeah, so that's kind of cool. Now, apparently it makes a lot of noises, like a lot of slurping noises, but people are learning to filter those out. So that, you know, you can make that work. All right, is there anything else in my little, oh, there's a mount. So the Steed of the Sands. All right, I don't remember what it looks like. Let's take a look. Seed of the Sands. All right, I'm jumping up on a mount. Pardon me. Oh, yeah, it matches the outfit. Oh my gosh, and I'm underneath it. I'm back drinking the tea. That's really funny. That's hilarious. Hey, it's a Lottie. Yay. Hey, feel free to drink a cup of tea there, Lottie. If you want to jump in on that. Yeah, so the tea thing is pretty dang cute. I think this is neat. I think this could be a really fun role-playing asset. So I'm really excited about the tea set, actually. And then there's a milestone style of the sands. Oh, you know what? My milestones are getting filled up here. I thought I would just have them here so I could switch easily between them, but ooh, oh, I'm the leader. Oops, let me... Who made me the leader? Who made that mistake? All right. Okay. So, yeah. I think that's all of the things that I wanted to show you. Oh, I could show you what the sands thing looks like. Hang on. So this is kind of fun. Let me see. Okay, so I have to go to a no. Yes. And milestone sand. Okay, so I've activated that. So if I were to use a milestone effect, so not like a return to with my people, but like a by myself kind of thing. It does this. Okay, so I'm going to stop, so I kind of stay right here. But so that's kind of fun. And apparently, if you do it in 4-shell, it's a snowy version. So I don't know how many places. Like this is like a thing I might go play around with sometime. Is like, what if I do it here? What if I do it there? Strange weather we're having. Indeed. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that's all the stuff I wanted to show you. So I got the big one. So I have the 500 mithril, the huge tons of virtue experience, 15,000, 3 titles, Tome of the Terror, the little bird guy, the milestone that we just saw, the tea set bauble, loving this bauble. Apparently I also have it as a war steed, the sands pieces, and then the outfit stuff, the cloak, hooded cloak, boots, gauntlets, helm, shoulder guards, robe, that was the main piece, spear, and weapon aura. So a lot of stuff. So that's nice. And this bauble is almost worth, oh, and then it disappears. Okay, I was curious how long, but you can keep drinking tea after it disappears. Okay, that was another question I had, so cool. All right, well, everybody hold on to your summer hats. And we're gonna do, hopefully with the right bar, because it'd be hilarious, instance finder, and we're gonna go to seasonal. This is spring, boss from the vaults, Red Maid, 156, tier 1. Here we go. Kabam. What was I gonna say? So I have multiple, I use all of the different toolbars that you can have. So when you get your war steed, they remind you that you can flip to different bars, right? So like if you use the little up and down arrow, which I'm showing you like way over there, the up arrow takes you to your group number 2, and then the up arrow again takes you to your war steed grouping. So I have a tendency to make my group number 1 is my pew pew, and then my group number 2 is all my social stuff. So when I'm doing socializing, social events, then all I have to do is be there, and I can be like, woohoo, and you know, all those things. That makes it really easy. So sometimes I forget, and I go into combat, and I just stand around cheering and laughing and waving at things, and wondering, why am I not doing any damage? So that's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Affodil hasn't played on Affodil here for a while. So, oh, but you are doing scrolls and stuff. You're so good. Oh, honey, it's tier 1. You don't need all that. All right, here we go. Walk forward, my dear. Who's healing? It's tier 1, but that's a great question. Let's find out while we're in. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. We did this with 4 people earlier, so like I'm not worried. But yes, for tier 2, and if we do a tier 3, we definitely need to know who's healing. I'll tell you who's not tanking, and that's LB. That's kind of a joke, because before stream we did a tier 1, and like I said, there was 4 of us, and I think, what was it, like Brando's counterpart was the tank, and for some reason the Red Maid just was like, I want LB. Was chasing him all around the pavilion there. It was great. So I tried to do a little Bard's arrow, or not, yeah, Bard's arrow action to try and get her to like not pay attention to him. Try and reset that who's got the aggro kind of thing. That was kind of funny. I were amused. Oh, hey, I don't need to have that open now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the goodies. I'm really excited about that tea set bauble. I think that is really cool. That's, yeah, I'm so glad I have that, because that is so neat. All right. Yes, a burglar tank. Hey, you know, I've seen Bergs try to tank, so Affodil, you might want to open the chest, since you are probably one of the few in this group that needs it. Cool. And were you able to open it? Okay, good. All right, that was tier 1. Tier 1 is nice and easy, really. Oh, I still get legendary item experience for that. I love that rainbow Albion. That is so cool. Which emote is that? I'll have to find out. All right, just a reminder that the server, they're doing update maintenance in like 40 minutes. So we've got about 40 minutes to do stuff. So tier 2 for sure. Tier 3, think about it and chime in your thoughts. Okay. So let's do a little 2. Sorry, I know it's just standing around emote, but it looked like Lottie was like, yeah, that was good. We did that just fine. Tier 2. Here we go. Oh yeah, did we figure out who was healing? We might actually need to know. Oh, Kiss Chaos asks, question for your war steed, since the huge changes to allies way back whenever, are they nerfed as well? I have no idea. I don't use my war steed very often. I know some people use it for travel. Yeah, some people use it for travel, for running around and stuff. But I usually just pick one of my pretty mounts and run around on it. Or like the newest one, like I'm really enjoying the festival mount right now. Anyway, and I don't do a little, I mean, like I do Rohan content when I'm in Rohan, but then once I leave Rohan, I don't tend to go back and redo it or run around in Rohan. So I don't know. I could, oh yeah, she's on the move. Let's go. So if anybody has some more recent war steed experience, pipe up in the chat perhaps. All right, let me go. Oops. Too late. I missed my sneaky opportunity. That's okay. Oh, well. She's really mad at me now. Okay. Whoever it was that's healing, I would take some of that. All right, let's get these disciples out of here. And then we're going to get a... thanks for the heals, whoever did that. Now we've got our blood water, so it's time to take care of that. So this is what happens in tier 2, is you get these blood waters, and then you also get those puddles, those red... Oh, Brando, no. Watch out, Brando. You get those red puddles that are highly poisonous. And they are bad to walk in, especially if you're low health. They will not do you any favors. Okay, so right there, see, there's another one. Oh, hey, disciple, let's get rid of you. So you end up with like a little dot over your head. And if you have that dot over your head, yeah, lady, I know, thanks. If you have that dot over your head, it means you're going to start dropping stuff like I have it. Oh, daggone it. And I did it right in the middle. Sorry, whoever's the tank. My apologies. Who is the tank in our group? Uh-oh. 3 of us are down. You see before you a defeated hobbit. All right. LB's going to win this round for us, right? Let's see. Okay, we got 3 of you still in there. I wish you all luck. You can do it. Yeah, Lottie, I don't know if you have a res, but if you want to bring up one of the other minstrels, then they could bring up other people. Just chain that. Hey, Druid's Fire! Grand. Druid says, I'm jelly of you EU peeps getting the best name for your new server. I don't know, Sting is pretty good too. Oh, there's no proper tank for us. Okay. Oh, and here comes the blood water. That's exciting. Oh, okay. Looks like we are all defeated. So we're going to retreat. But that blood water is still here. So once we have a little pew-pew, we're going to take that out before we try this again, because it will still be there. And we don't want that. Yeah. Brando's talking about maybe switching over to a captain. We need to get rid of this guy, though. Even if he defeats me again, it doesn't matter. I just can't be right there, so. Ain't no thing. I'm all diseased. All right. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? One of our people is considering switching over to a captain who they haven't played in a while, but it could work. Or a Bjorning, if anybody has a Bjorning that they know how to tank. We did this with a, we were doing this, who all was in this, sweetie? So it was me and Affadil, so a hunter and a minstrel, and then we had a Bjorning, we had another hunter. That was our base 4. And the Bjorning got really good at tanking. We ran this pretty much the whole festival season, and like by the end of the season, she was tanking the tier 3s with no problem. But we went through a lot of, early deaths, but whatever, that's fine. It was really fun, though. It was fun kind of like learning that skilling up. It also reminds me, though, I did have previously when we did this, I think I buffed up a little bit. So maybe I should do that, too. So under my combat stuff, I've got like a whole slew of stuff here, and there's not even everything here because I took another character, I grabbed another character to grab a whole bunch of this stuff out, and so there's stuff missing because I didn't have the room to put it back. But I'll go ahead and do like a +5 attack damage, and do a little Tome of Defense action. Yeah, get a little defense. What else we got? Oh, a little cozy campfire. That's a good idea. Yeah, I think that's good. And you've done the scrolls, although we did perish, but you'll probably do them again. Oh, hey, nice. The cozy tea set of the sands. I'm going to totally have some tea while we're waiting. And then I need to remember to eat my foods before we go in. So that'll be good. Yeah. Yeah. Demelza says, as a hobbit, I prefer Sting, right? I think that's what it is because there's so many of us that are hobbity that were like, Sting! But then Sting went to the other side. I'm like, okay. But anyway, it's a pew-pew server, and I wouldn't likely be on that anyway, but it's just kind of funny. Let's see. Yeah, and before it says that Grond means ground, the Grond, in Dutch, so it kind of works. Hot Beans Juice says, wow, this reminds me of the good old times when I was leveling in the Fire Country in Metin 2. I haven't played that. I don't know that game, but it is nice to go back and redo some of these old things in the game. I do enjoy that. Man, that puddle there is just continuing. I would have thought it would have gone away by now. Oh, but you don't have healing allies. You have healing allies on Treebeard. I was like, yeah, you do. Okay. So invite. Cool. Okay, so now we have un capitaine as well, I believe. Gifio has a shovel. Does not recommend drinking tea. All right. We have a tall person here with us. Awesome. Hello. Okay. Yes, it looks advanced. Tea drinking with the shovel. Okay, everybody eat your foods if you've got foods to do. And any buffs? Oh yeah, faster feet. Because that's a hunter thing. So okay, so we have 3 minstrels. So amongst you minstrels, I think Affadil, you should stay on red line since you don't have healing allies, or maybe, yeah. So I think we need to have other. Well, can you do a res if you're in your current line? Can you do an in-combat res? No. Okay. So Affadil cannot do an in-combat res at this time, y'all. Just FYI. All right. So I think, yeah, between Lottie and Gifio, you guys are healers, keeping everybody else up, yeah? And Lottie's res is on cooldown too. Okay. No worries. Well, we just won't go down this time. How's that? Let's try that. All right. Everybody ready? Let's go. Let's give it a go. All right, here she comes. She's on the move. And I will try to pay a little more attention this time. Because I can heal myself if I need to. And I didn't. There we go. Oh, Cyclone. I think I got it interrupted. Or at least somebody did. Oh no! Tyrael! Oh no! Alright, we got disciples. Alright, keep an eye on my own health. Come on, disciple down, 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 down. Good. Okay, we got him. Cool. Back to Red Maid. Oh no, Lottie's down too. Okay, 4 of us keep going. Let's do this. We can do this. We got half an hour. How are we doing? Are the disciples up yet? Nope, not yet. Okay. Yes. Unalive all the things. Oh no, I have the bubble. I have the thing. Don't come near me. Nope, I need disciples. There we go. Uh-oh, uh-oh. He's getting close. We have a Bloodwater on the move. No! No! Alright. We got him. Excuse me, lady. Uh-oh. Alright. Jimmy, give you. Uh-oh. I got the bad stuff. Yeah. Oh. All right, you two. Go get her. I believe in you. Just run around all the things. Yeah, okay. Oh. Before it says, feels like tier 2 one's both a proper tank and a healer. Oh my goodness. Well, we could pause on the tier 2 for a moment so Affidel can possibly get some healing bubbles. Yeah.
I think it will take too long to equip 2 new allies.
Okay. And I think Tyrael probably wants to get a little bit more kitted out too. So, oh well. Well, what do you guys think? I feel like this might be stretching it a little further than our current makeup is ready for. I think with 2 people under geared, I'm like okay geared. It's not like the most amazing, but it's up to date-ish. Yeah, so I think if we have a tank. So now, okay, so today is the last day of the Spring Festival. So we could come back and try this again after the downtime, if the downtime's not too long. We could come back and I could stream again a little bit. So, we could try one more tier 2, but I have a feeling like we were only maybe 2/3 of the way, because she still had 2 rounds of acolytes still to go. So I feel like, yeah, okay. I feel like we don't have it quite yet with this group, so that's fine. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna maybe try again after the downtime, and that'll give folks time to work on buffing up and that sort of thing. So cool. So I'll go ahead and leave the instance. Well, thanks for trying. I know we did a tier 2 the other last week, I think it was, on stream, so that was pretty cool. And the tier 3, so that was really exciting. It's always a joy when you can, make that happen. All right, so while folks are getting themselves kitted up and whatnot, we have half an hour before the downtime, our extra downtime happens today. So I was thinking I might pop over to one of my houses. So housing did open on these new 64-bit servers. So I think I have all the houses I'm gonna get. I think I'm sorted out in that regard. So you phased it like looking really close in the face to somebody else. Looks like your Hobbit staring somebody down. So okay, yeah. So I have my Shire home. We have our kinship home. Yay! I have a Rohan house. I have 2 Lindleby houses, and I have a Belfalas house. So I am. I'm doing kind of different themes, and I've started like kind of taking some notes about how I might want to do my houses. So I'm gonna try and set up the Belfalas house kind of like maybe as if it were like a summer cottage, and then the Rohan house I'm going to put all of the Yule stuff there. So it's just gonna have a whole Yule theme probably through most of the house, if not the whole house. But the outside might not be Yule themed, not all of it. And then my house up on 2 Broadmead Lane. Oh, I forgot I still have here. I forgot I still have that. I'll have to change that back in a bit. But there you go. You get to see the whole thing. Yes, could go see Naughty Tier 2. It was it's a little rough. You've got to be geared up for it. And whereas with a tier 1, you can just walk in on a lark and you can probably grunt your way through it. But tier 2 does require not having your starter gear and stuff like that. Which I have wandered into things before wearing my starter gear. So I say that with a bit of an amusement that yes, I have done that before. Oh, right. Before I just tried travel to personal house skill, because you still have that after the transfer, but I have no house, so it did nothing. Do you need some neighborhood recommendations? Are you even going to buy a house right now?
I was just going to use a fire engine instead of master and that's neat.
Hey, you might have a bit of what's that called? Ancient script.
I have almost 10,000.
You could buy a travel to the Horde just to have it to get back there. I keep one in my LI box now. Oh, I gotta switch my mount back. Daggone it. I forgot I didn't done the mount. Hang on. Okay. We need different emotes. So milestone. I want to go back to packing. That one, I love that one. And then on the mount. Oh, what's this one called? Oh no, I don't know. This festival's horse. It was, I think it's a goat, right? Budding Spring. I think that's the goat I've been riding. Yes, there we go. Much cuter. Okay. So what I'm doing in this house is I'm setting it up a bit like it was previously. Although I've got some stuff to do, like, where's that mist coming from? I probably set something down. Oh, I think, did I put it in here? No. Oh, I put it over here. I think. I basically was trying to empty out my inventory enough that I could like move stuff in and out of my shared storage. It was chaos. So I did a bit of just like throwing stuff in hooks, and I haven't started moving things around yet. But we've got, yeah, I wanted to make sure I got the Gammer stuff set down before the end of the festival, because I need to know what Gammer good, furniture I don't have and still need, because this is my last chance to get it before, festival is over. So let's do this real quick. So I don't think I'm going to keep any of these right now. Every one of my characters is getting this set. So if I want any of these in my wardrobe, I can easily open up the box that another one of my characters will have received. So no worries there. Don't need to freak out. I've got that, 50 copies of that now, basically. So I'm going to grab all my housing decoration boxes. I have 4 on this server. And at some point, I will do some tidying up of what is in here. And I've also decided that these fire pits, I kept them because I thought, I'll just take them with me to the next server. But you know what? It costs like, I don't know, 10 silver to buy it. And I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I don't want any of these. So probably what I should do is just test them out, figure out which one I want, and then get rid of the rest of them. Like, just sell them to the vendor, because it seems silly that I'm keeping them. Okay. Anyway, that's another project. So we're looking for Gammer stuff. So there's no Gammer there. Let's try this one. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll start like renaming these and reusing these. Like, this is where all of this stuff is. This is where all of that stuff is. Like all of the, I don't know, lighting and all of the paints and that sort of thing, Okay, here we go. Here's where most of it ended up. So that one, and that one. Okay, so there's all my Gammer furniture, plus the one I just bought, a few minutes ago. So I have a couch. Okay, what do we have here? Bench, couch, hall table, footstool, armchair, couch. I guess I keep leaning into the couches when I'm not sure what I'm getting. Because sometimes I'm doing like really fast purchasing. All right, so we'll throw down a couch. We got the teapot there. Okay. I think I remember that I borrowed stuff from a lot of other hooks previously as well. Here's something weird that I noticed, and I don't know if this is on purpose or what. The floor hook is now allowing you to put in furniture. I don't know what's going on there. But I find that weird. Here, oh, hang on. That's in the fire pit hook. Look back. The floor hook. Yeah, see, the floor hook lets me put in a footstool. I'm like, okay. Is that new? Did they change that recently? Kissed Chaos asks, does housing have storage now? Housing does have storage. Yes, I will show you that in a moment. Let me throw down a couple more pieces of furniture. Okay, so if we have... I don't have the rug in here. Like, it's just a mess. But let's take a look. Okay, so we've got a couch, a chair, a footstool, a tea table, a teapot that needs to go on that tea table. I think I need to add a hall table or two. Would like a hall bench and maybe a couple armchairs. Oh, maybe I need another large footstool. What does that look like when you sit on it? If you stand here and then I do a sit. Yeah, I think a large footstool is good for that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, look at that lighting. I got shadow going. That's cool. Feel very Peter Pan there all of a sudden. I'm Wendy. Let's see if I have any other. Oh, you're asking about storage. Yes. Housing has storage. Comes in the form of this chest over here. So this is premium housing. So it has a house. Okay, so there's 2 storage listed here. The shared housing storage we'll come back to, and the house storage is just this house. So when I click here and I look at what's here, this is just what's in this house. I have to come to this house in order to get the stuff out of here. Now, you'll notice there's stuff listed on the tabs already, and that's because on the shared housing storage, like if you go to your basic house, like your Shire house, the Elven house in Fallithorn, or the Thorns Hall or Breland housing, that's your shared storage, and that one goes up to like 60. I did go ahead and buy extra space I got 15 extra space because I still am over by 100. I keep trying to get it down, but I'm not there yet. So this shared housing storage is shared amongst all of my houses, and I can access this from any house of mine that I'm in, but it is shared amongst all of them. And if I change the tab on one of them, it changes the tab for all of my house storages, including the ones that are just that specific house. So, so there's that. I hope that answers the question. Okay, so what other furniture am I going to throw down real quick? I think what I did last time in this house is I borrowed some more hooks from down here. So let me see who's got hooks down here. Yeah, this furniture hook. Let's take a look at the small footstool. Oh, that is small. Okay, so we know we want another large footstool for sure. So I could run over to the vendor and get one of those. But let's go ahead and bring this out to the hall. And then I'm gonna, oops, walk it up this the ramp base. Oh no! Now I can't see it anymore. Come back to me. Okay. I need to raise it up in the air. And no, I've lost it again. This is what usually ends up taking a while. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Okay, so we gotta go this way, and we gotta go up in the air. And I need you to come towards me, and go up in the air some more. Yay, there's a footstool. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna drop it there, and I will put it in place later. But we know we definitely want another large footstool, because I'm gonna make another one of these cozy sitting areas over my Belfast house. So that would be a couch, a chair, a bench. That's good. We'll do a large footstool. Got a couple tables. Okay. I think that's good. So before I forget, we want to go get maybe another bench and a large footstool. And I got 15 minutes before the server shuts down. So let's go large footstool, bench. Large footstool, bench. Large footstool and bench. Okay. So that way you all can help me remember, what am I going for? So now the downtime today is coming in like 15 minutes. And my understanding is it's not going to be too terribly long, but they're doing a patch for something to add to, I don't know, move things around to add something. Oh, Nate, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to Verbena. So she has Gammer's best furniture. And then Tom, the guy, has the other Gammer furniture. So we definitely wanted a large footstool, we said, and best hall bench. All right, cool. So did we get those two? There's a bench. Oh, it went into the carryall, didn't it? It did. I am silly. I should turn those off. All right, I'm going to turn off auto grab on these because it went into my more active bag. Cool. Okay, here they are. And we're going to turn that off so that way I can do some sorting with my bags because there's a bit of throwing everything in the nearest box and get moved kind of thing, right? Okay, so he also has Gamma furniture. It's not the same, it's different. But by the way, this year they have this lily pond and fountain of budding spring. It's really pretty. So I recommend picking up that. And then if you have a Lindleby house, and I don't think anywhere else has fences, right? Fence hooks. I think only the Lindleby houses have fence hooks so far. But this purple flowering hedge, the red flowering hedge, and the yellow flowering hedge are gorgeous. I have those at my Lindleby houses now, and I think they're lovely. They're so pretty. All right, we've got the cozy teapot. You know, I should probably get a second one so we can have one over at the other house. And then, oh, the grove of trees. These are really nice too. All right, we're going to get a small grove of flowering spring trees. and a white flowering spring tree. Oh, I should have just got the large white tree. That's what happens when I'm buying quickly. Let's see, we've got Gammer's Cozy Hobbit Bed, but I have enough beds, I think, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Then we have Gammer's Coffee Table, which, why don't I have any of those here? Okay, let's get a coffee table for at least one of the houses. Tall trinket stand, we're good. Because I could put the coffee table out and put the teapot on that, so I think that might be good. All right, so we got that. So, hey, Profits asks, how goes the adventures? It's good. They're doing a patch here in about 15 minutes. So we are running out of time during this stream. Now, depending on how long the downtime is, I might come back in and do a little bit more streaming, especially if we can get like a tier 2 or tier 3 going. What am I looking for? I'm looking for my premium house. That's where I want to go. But if not, if the downtime, okay, so if the downtime is short, I'll probably be back today. If the downtime is medium, before we'll stream after the downtime. If the downtime is longer enough, we will be on our way to bed, and so neither of us will come back. So just a heads up on our stream schedule in that regard. So this is one of those hedges I was talking about. This is the yellow one. Isn't that just so pretty? I really like that one. And then the purple one, actually, you know what? We can go over to my other house real quick, because I think I have the decorations that I wanted to grab, so I'm not missing out there. Let me show you my other Lindleby house. Wait a bit. Oh, it hasn't been a whole minute. Okay. You can only do it once a minute. So, where did you get the boat? Asks Aaron Bard. Hey, Aaron. I got it in the blue place, the Blue Sea new area. That's not really the words that you're useful, but not Erebor. That's the wrong name. Where all the sea stuff is happening, and you can take the little teleport thing to get there sometimes. Umbar. Thank you. Yes, I got it in Umbar. There's a quartermaster, and it costs housing writs, I think, right now. So it was expensive. And you also had to get like a minimum level of some sort of reputation, but I was able to get there, so it wasn't like onerous. Somehow I was able to get enough rep that I needed to buy it. But yeah, you can buy, and then, so hang on, let me put to get off decoration mode. So when you click on it, it's actually it's a dock master. So it's a person who pops out, and then I can talk to her and she will let me travel to docks. So I could get to Buckland from here. King's Crossing, because I've been to these places. These other places my character has not been, so I couldn't get there. But I could get to the Shield Isles, or I could get to Umbar Barhabel. So that's fun. And you could get a male version or a female version. Dockmaster. Yeah, so I just thought it was fun to put my ingredient crates. I have my ingredient crates also right here by her, by the boat. So it looks like they came in with the boat. Oh yeah, so I was going to show you guys real quick my other, so that's the yellow flowering hedge, which I think is really great. But I think, well, there's a red one and a purple one, and they're both really pretty. So let me show you guys at least one of the other two. I'm not sure why I've put the third one. As I said, it was a bit of throwing things in boxes and shoving them in corners the last few days after all the house buying. So, but here is this must be the red one. So isn't that so pretty? Oh, maybe this is the purple one. I can actually go look. I just think it's so good. I mean, it's perfect for these Hobbit houses. And it runs the length of the property. So whatever the property line is for that particular house that you have, it runs the length of it. So it goes, I have mine goes along there, and then it runs along by the water there. But it doesn't, of course, come along here because we have this. But, hey, Sam. Let's see, here's the fence. That one is the purple. And then there's also a red one that would be more red than that. So this is the purple one. So isn't that so pretty? I think it's fantastic. Really, really like it. So one thing I want to do is, okay, so I've got my 2 Lindleby houses and I'm going to get them all hobbity up. I've got enough stuff to fill both of them for sure. And then the Belfalas house, I had started turning the Belfalas house into the Yule house, but then I realized that if I can come up with the right decorations, I think it'd be really awesome to make it into, you know, a summery, like a summer cottage idea or beach house idea. So we definitely have like the pond here. But then I was thinking we could do an event and have like music, people playing music and stuff, and we could have everybody facing like towards the water, and so like, you know, the band could be playing like along here or something. And then we could have like the tea things. Oh, we got 5 minutes, so we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty soon for the downtime. But then I was thinking, yeah, inside here, work on making it a little bit more cozy, and then in here, this has got to change. I don't like this carpet. But in here, I'll put a bunch of the like cozy gamer stuff that we have. So, you know, get the table and grab some of the different furniture items, you know, and then scooch them all together so it makes a nice cozy sitting area. So that's something I want to work on with this space. I think that'll be really cute. And then the Rohan house, like I said, is getting the is getting all the Yule stuff. So things are getting swapped around. So 9 dragons, you are so good to remind us that it is 5 minutes until the server shuts down, as we have also been told on the screen here. It's yelling at me that we're shutting down in 4 minutes and then 3 minutes. So, all right, so I will wrap it up here. So, like I said, if the downtime is short, I'll probably be back and we'll do some more festival and we'll do some more decorating, possibly tier 2, stuff like that. But if I don't see you again today, remember today's the last day of festival. So if you have any last minute festival things to do, now is your time to do it. Any last minute festival purchases to accomplish, now is your time to do it. Yeah, you want to get on that ASAP, and after the downtime, of course. So hopefully we'll see you all later, or if I don't see you later, hopefully before we'll have a chance to see you all later. And if the downtime is long enough that before it doesn't stream tonight, then we will just see you next week and do probably some more decorating, because, you know, that's how it goes. Me and my decorating. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the downtime. Go and, you know, get something to eat. Go outside and enjoy some fresh air, hopefully. We're having a gorgeous day here. You know, hang out with your pets and take care of yourself. And we will see you all next time. All right. Bye, everybody.